Hey everyone, it's Buffy and Jade,
Hey.
and we're here with the Doki Doki Literature Club. We got this on Plus, and I wanted to play it. I watched someone play it a long time ago, and I don't remember a lot, so it's basically a first time playthrough for me. I really don't remember hardly anything.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen any playthroughs at all, so I'm completely blind.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go in blind and have fun in this cheerful, happy little dating game.
This cheerful, happy dating game that had some pretty dark warnings, so we'll see.
A name?
Oh, what's your
Do we
name?
get to name ourselves?
Yeah.
What
Are
should we
we a,
name
are we a
ourselves?
man or a woman? Are we anything?
I think we're a girl.
Okay. Well, then clearly you're Buffy.
No, no, no. We need a name.
Oh, geez, you made me think. Like, do you want like a funny name or like a serious suggestion?
I kind of just want to name her Potpourri after Harvest Moon.
Do it!
I mean, it feels like a Harvest Moon type game.
It does. Like, that would just fit in perfect. We can pretend we have pink hair. Oh, that's
Yeah.
you. Is that me? Who's that?
We don't know who's speaking. Someone's just going, "Hey!" Alright, what do we've got, what is this, the auto load saves, do we just press X to,
I guess. Just try X.
I'm trying to move stuff like the stuff down there and nothing.
I don't see anything highlighting.
Alright.
Oh, this is you.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Aww.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. What if we are playing a guy? What if I named it a girl's name?
I guess he's Mr. Potpourri.
I don't remember if we're playing a guy or a girl. I thought we were playing a girl, but I don't know.
Well, your text is, pink.
Well, everything's pink.
It's true,
Alright, so
everything is pink.
who wants to be Sayori?
I figured I would be since she's your best friend.
Okay, you can be her.
I told you she was gonna be the ditz. Told you. Just judging by the menu pictures, she looked at the ditzy one of the group.
She did.
I overslept again! But I caught you this time!
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
I really think we might be playing a guy.
Oh no.
Oh, his name's Potpourri. It doesn't tell you who you're playing.
It didn't tell you at all.
It didn't say male or female. I could have named him like something like Tracy or something like.
Something in the middle. Well, in this game, do you ever even see yourself, or is it kind of like one of those games where you're just anything? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess you could be a girl dating all these other girls.
You could be anything.
I think just the more I'm thinking it's a guy, but I'm not 100%, but I'm thinking it is.
It's me, Potpourri.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yep, it's a dude.
Fine. You're a dude named Potpourri.
I couldn't remember. Hey, Heart.
Oh, hey.
But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. I'm a guy named Potpourri.
You're like a boy named Sue.
I mean, the potpourri name fit this game. I just didn't realize it was a male.
If you were one of the characters, it'd be perfect.
What? I was thinking it was a girl. Anyways, I'm doing good, Heart. How about you? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Potpourri, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already. That's me!
I'm sorry.
Told you already, I'm not interested in joining any stupid clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
What's a
What's a
need?
need? I don't know.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised to even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Two.
That's you. That's you.
Oh, it's me!
At the end.
It is the eye! Yeah, I didn't know it was a dude, man. I was thinking we were playing a girl, so...
It's just a dude named Pop.
Yeah, just call him Pop. Mr. Pop.
Yeah.
Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Now, that one's you.
Hello.
That one is me.
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in this classroom. Man, where'd everybody go?
You're staring at the wall.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you can come to my club.
Sayori. There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Alright, who's gonna be girl one?
She's like the brooding one, it looks like, so she feels like you.
Okay. Well, I don't know what voice to give her though. Oh, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Alright, who's Pink Girl? You can be Pink Girl, I guess.
Okay. What kind of voice? Okay. Sayori looked very like airheady, so this girl looks meaner.
Snobby.
Seriously, you brought a boy.
You are a boy.
Oh, we know that now.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
And now we've got a redhead. I guess I'll take her. I don't know what to do with her though. She looks like Sayori.
She looks like Peppy.
Ah, Pepri! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
OMG!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
It's you.
Oh, sorry. Natsuki.
Oh.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy.
Okay, Heart. Catch you later.
Oh, bye. Oh, he said make the pink one pouty. I don't know if I can do a pouty voice.
And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Puppery. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league, because I'm a loser.
So, you're a loser?
So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Sit down, Potpourri. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Oh, do I get to choose?
Cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
Oh my goodness!
The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make ears.
So
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki!
well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full, or walks, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns at a table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, you gonna stick my butt out?
She's flirting.
To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. And it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Potpourri, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself. I'm joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Potpourri? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Well, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come out forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought...
Potpourri.
Y'all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Potpourri, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Potpourri. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. He's so mean to her. He's definitely not attracted to her.
She's like the annoying little sister.
She is. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. He likes Monika the best, I think.
He's been liking her for a while.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Does this game have any choices?
Time to write a poem!
Oh, choices!
Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen, and with whoever likes the poem the most. Okay, so what do
Monica's
we
not
pick?
even there.
Those are stickers.
So which
Well-
one do you want to go for, really? Not Sayori, because he doesn't like her.
He didn't like her at all, and he's mean to
No.
her. Well, Candy would be Natsuki, because she made the cupcakes.
Yeah.
And Kitty.
And Kitty. Insight's probably Yuri.
Yeah.
Alone is probably Yuri.
Sunny and Fun would be... I don't know who
Yeah.
Holiday is. And Feather?
I don't know about Feather. Holiday's probably Monica. Didn't it say something about, or am I forgetting already what she said?
I don't know. Did we just pick one word, or do we have to pick more than
It
one?
says 1 out of 20, so like, do we pick one on each page? Is it like 20 pages? And we just, I don't know.
Well,
Well, don't pick Candy or Fun, because I feel like that's Sayori.
We'll pick Holiday. Death?
Okay. Oh!
Well, she likes horror.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
Yuri, probably.
So we picked Holiday. Let's pick...
Valentine?
Valentine?
Or Fireflies, the Fireflies.
Oh, yeah, that's Valentine. Alright,
Unrequited is totally Sayori.
I'm gonna go with
Anime's
strawberry.
probably Natsuki. Strawberry's good.
You can pick this one.
What goes with strawberry? Let's do sugar.
Okay. This is weird. There's really gonna be 20 of these?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long poem.
Picking Graveyard.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I'm just gonna pick
Um,
them. There's too many to like sit and think about each one.
Do nature. Nature's good.
Let's see. Comfort.
Together.
Poppy!
Sweet.
This is gonna be a weird poem.
Yeah, it is. You had a graveyard thread in there.
Spies? These are
Oh, you can have a dark poem if you wanted.
atone.
Adventure. Goes with holiday. Yeah.
Fester?
Ooh.
Explode.
Oh, suicide. Oh.
Why does it get so dark?
I know. Let's not do that. Let's do ocean.
Vanilla. Vanilla looks nice.
Let's do a bit of romance.
Papa?
With graveyard and romance.
Desire.
Sunset.
And for the last one, frightening.
Examination. Ooh. Frightening.
No, that's not the last one. This is the last
Oh, there's one more. Oh, jeez. I'm picking all happy ones, and you're like, frightening.
I'm just picking like the ones that stand out.
A heartbeat.
I mean,
That
it's
can
a
go either
lot
way.
of words. This is gonna be a scary poem.
It's gonna be all over the place.
Hi again, Potpourri. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promises, Potpourri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
A manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Hopper always gives his best as long as he's having fun. That's a lovely again. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Potpourri can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. Oh, what is it? Never mind. Sorry, I made it sound like a big deal. It's not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
Just giving her a panic attack. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want to. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet.
Looking for her manga.
Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
Oh, what's this? Sarah is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Aha! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes! That works out perfectly!
That wasn't why you suggested it.
The cupcakes speak to my creative tummy!
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of this event itself. Anyway. Come here, Luke. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder, what would it be like to see the world through her eyes?
Whoa.
She's in her face!
That's you.
Ugh. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're starting to plan again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Why was she in my face?
You were sleeping.
That's what I do best.
She's studying his face. She's like, is he asleep? That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
Oh, you made her blush.
Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my fingers.
Nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
You meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's so mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. I'm like, what is he doing to this girl?
He's so touchy.
Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Oh my goodness.
This is so funny.
Face. What is?
Wow. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of thing.
It is weird. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. That button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to
Oh
close?
Just got big boobies.
I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things! Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Aubrey, I can't wait to read yours.
It's gonna be a weird one. Yeah, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everybody is ready, why don't we find someone to share it with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Some of these sentences are really worded weird. This is why I've got to
They
pause.
It's not a natural flow.
No. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
First, are we gonna get to read everybody's?
Don't know.
What are we most interested in?
Well, Monica, but I feel like he's gonna think his poem sucks ass, and he's not gonna share it to her first.
No.
Who would be the
So I
most
think-
kind?
Sayori or Yuri?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because I mean, Yuri's super supportive already, and then Sayori's like, obviously Sayori. So, not Natsuki, because she's just a little bee.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be nice. I was
do
leaning
Yuri.
towards Yuri. Yeah, I was leaning towards
Yeah.
Yuri. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I actually like Yuri the most out of all of them, but she likes horror, so of course.
I like Yuri just because, I don't know, she just seems nicer. Like, Natsuki's mean, and Monica just, I don't know, she feels very, like, rich girl stuck up. I don't know.
She does.
And then Sayori's just in her head.
Yeah, totally. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair.
We don't get to see the poem.
I guess not.
I
Yuri
really wanted to
stares at
see it.
the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not.
Give her another panic attack.
I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different writing skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Let me read it.
Oh my gosh, that's hard to read.
Ghost under the light. Is that tendrils? The tendrils
Tendrils.
of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight. Is that love? To love or to have?
To have.
To have. Withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm? Is that calm? Just calm? Calm breathing.
Calm.
Looks almost like it has an S on it. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. She really does. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
What is that?
I don't know. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Potpourri. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, who do we show next?
Oh, I guess one of mine, and then we'll just go back and forth.
Okay, we'll go with Sayori.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Potpourri!
Eh?
Yes! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, well. Maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a potpourri poem! And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
It's like I said before, Potpourri. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people.
That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll be my phone too, right?
Oh, that's her bone.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blind in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. At least we can read her handwriting. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, we're saving Bratty for last.
Because you know she's gonna be mean.
Probably. Hi, Potpourri. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. It's my butt. Don't worry, Potpourri. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. That's not a compliment.
What?
Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. What is this?
That's, like, creepy.
A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. Like, is someone watching her through the hole? Like...
Yeah, like she found a hole in her wall, and she looked in, and there was somebody peeking in, back at her.
Yeah, this is an odd one.
I did not expect that from Monica.
No.
This is weird. Like, Yuri's fit Yuri, and Sayori's fit Sayori, but this is... She's got a dark side.
She's got something. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? It might be. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She just leaves.
about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Wow.
They saved the
She's
best
gonna
one
say
for
yours?
last. I know.
I'm glad we saved her for last because that is hilarious.
It's the worst one.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, eagles can fly, but people can't. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It brings out the feeling in the last line. I messed it up.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
The Natsuki's?
This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Thanks. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it.
She liked everybody's.
She did. And Potpourri did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Potpourri liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Potpourri appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do cutesy.
Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as Potpourri started showing up. I knew you stopped it with socks. I knew it.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This
doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if they noticed I was standing there. Potpourri? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. And your handwriting sucks too. Help me explain that to her, Potpourri.
Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Potpourri? Well... how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be... it's a pick! I mean, you're gonna go with your... Natsuki's poem was awful!
It was really bad, and Yuri, actually, her poem was actually good.
And then this is the pussy way to go.
It is.
Sorry, help me! Oh, but Natsuki's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, she is.
No more cupcakes for us! Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But
But Natsuki, you took it too far. When it
It's all
pulled her
about
over,
Natsuki.
it looked like she was saying it.
it tricked me.
Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? And Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Aww. Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Potpourri. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about my boobs. About... I would never do anything so shameful. So... What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make it up for more than one person, okay? Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd y'all feel about sharing the poems?
She's got southern all of a sudden.
Man, Sayori's been all over the place.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Potpourri, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Potpourri? Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Oh, phew. You know, Potpourri, It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. How do I get down to the save and load stuff? Is it?
Is
Oh,
it like tab? Like the...
yeah, it was the thing. I'm gonna save.
Maybe save, yeah.
Oh, look, it does have an autosave.
Good, okay.
Oh, well, we'll save anyways.
I feel like Monica's poems are just gonna get, like, more and more twisted. Like, she's already
I think
starting-
everybody's poems get more and more twisted if I remember correctly, but like I said, I don't remember what happens.
Something's going on.
Stuff gets dark, and I think their poems get darker as they go on.
Well, Monica's already started weird.
Yeah. But why doesn't she have a little sticker with the other
I
girls?
don't get that.
Is she not like them? Is she something else?
Oh, she's a vampiress.
I don't know, man. I really don't remember what the plot was, but I just know that I'm pretty sure the poems get darker. We're gonna start with Hope.
Hope, okay. Let's do... Ooh, memories. He's thinking about, good times.
Okay, let's go Determination.
Peace.
Lucky?
Unstable.
What if you pick all these dark words?
Let's do waterfall. It would be fun to do a poem that was just all dark and see if they respond to
we
it.
could try that.
Like the next one.
I'm gonna go Anxiety.
Or do you want me to do bad ones this one? Let me see.
No, we can do it next time.
Let's see, this one didn't even have it. Let's do Pout.
Pout?
After image.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Whistle.
Okay. Ooh, melody. I like that word.
Graveyard.
Inferno. Ooh. You did write about a graveyard last time. Is it
I
like your
did.
arguing theme?
I don't know. Man. This is weird. These are weird words here. None of them.
I know, they're not like cheeks.
Yeah, we'll just go with Graveyard again. It's the theme.
Okay. You gotta have graveyard every time. Beauty. There's beauty in the graveyard.
Fester's back.
It's so
Papa's back! I'm going with Papa!
You're writing about your beautiful Papa in the graveyard. Let's do insight.
Contamination.
That's a weird one.
Childhood. We went with Papa, might as well go with childhood.
Oh, look. When you pick a word, one of the stickers dances. Do horror. And see if Yuri dances. Look.
Oh!
But Monica's not there for some reason. This is weird.
What is Monica? Why is she not with her? Nibble.
I don't know. Oh, that's the
That was
cupcake
not
girl.
Suki. Nibble.
Do charm.
Sayori.
I bet Sayori was puppy.
I'm sure. Breathe.
That's Yuri. Treasure.
That's Sayori.
I don't know. I don't want Sayori.
She likes everybody's poems. I mean, she's...
It's true. It's true.
Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Potpourri.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to seeing you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
I have money, I swear.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming in the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves the one option.
Give up.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh?
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Aha! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri. Tell Potpourri to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
You're supposed to mean things, they just slip out.
She does say some mean. She's got a dark side.
She does.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
Really?
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whap!
Oh, what was... a cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki.
So nice of you.
Smack her in the face with a cookie.
I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
Oh,
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
oh, I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Ew, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her.
Oh. Did she just eat
Sayori
it?
suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Ew.
A mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Oh, God. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh?
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Oh, that's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late. I'm super sorry and late. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of the time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. It kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That is so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get better, I will.
That sounds cool.
That was me.
Oh, that was
But that sounds cool! I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Potpourri. Monica smiles sweetly.
Monica's lying about something.
Why does she not have a sticker? There's something up with her.
There is something up with her.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why is she always going in the closet?
That's where she hides her manga.
Potpourri, potpourri.
Sayori slowly comes up to me.
I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with ya.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Ah, are you going with Potpourri to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with them.
Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Potpourri?
Yep, let's go.
Potpourri's like, drat, I wanted Monica to come.
Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly were you doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
For real? You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you see the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final.
Ooh, that's dark.
Caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary. It's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, guess so.
I'm so excited! The festival is gonna be so much fun!
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Potpourri, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission!
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a big box of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too.
They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading colored names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine, fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Oh, I dropped one by accident. Ow!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Wow, 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 wow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
No.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Potpourri.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot!
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places a bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Potpourri. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah. You don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Potpourri. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Potpourri. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. You think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ow.
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sorry, your forehead.
She's fine. Don't worry about...
I was playing with the crayons and stuck my forehead on the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Potpourri.
Yeah, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it into an adventure.
Yeah, that...
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone, are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, who do we share with first this time?
Well, go back to Yuri again, because we've been trying to bond with her. And she's the most insightful.
Oh, let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Potpourri. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon.
Oh my goodness, it's long.
It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies
Yeah.
as... What's after S?
That ordinary? As,
What? I can't...
as in
Human.
unordinary? Unordinary?
Human, yeah. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious will aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom? The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon is what is that? Increments? Its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood? Is that blood?
Yeah.
A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
Eat the raccoon?
I don't know. This
No,
is
she
a
eats the raccoon.
this is
Oh.
a weird poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I liked yesterday's more.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if that's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Potpourri? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Not.
Who?
Go talk to Natsuki because of the fight they had, and he doesn't want to make her feel bad, like in the last one. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything isn't a train wreck. I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Love it. Keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, somebody tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sorry, has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you. It's like she's dragging around dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it were for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Let's see if it's gotten any better.
Here.
Amy likes spiders. It's a long one.
Goodness, it is long.
You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her.
Is this about Yuri?
Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she likes other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone.
I like Natsuki more. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like Yuri. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Oh. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're just afraid of people to find out. They'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for their liking weird things.
That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well... I mean, yours pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday! But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Does she have, like, a spider in the closet, like a pet spider?
Maybe! Hi again, Potpourri. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad.
I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's already starting bad. Save me?
Save me.
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony? I'm not sure what that even spelled. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. What is that word?
Sine, cosine, and tangent are math terms.
Oh, okay. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Why is her shit so dark?
What does it say? Save me, load me.
Where do you see save me?
At the top, the title, it said save me, and then there's load me at the bottom. Save me, load me.
Jeez. Is she a virus?
Is she like meta? I don't even understand what this is supposed to be about. Like,
I don't know, but there's something up with her for certain. And like, she doesn't have a sticker. She's got dark shit in her poems.
yeah.
And the save me, load me. Like, I don't know what that means.
Wait, look at the random capitals. They're like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's written really weird. I guess it doesn't spell anything. It's just weird. It's written really weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand this girl.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Monica? What is this about?
What?
That's a writing tip?
You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen.
Are we supposed to save right now?
Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
She's like a
Man.
virus or something.
She is. I swear she's like AI or something.
Yeah, there's something going on with her. That's why she don't have a sticker. She ain't real.
Should you save the game?
I can save it, but I don't. These slots are confusing me. Did that save or no? It didn't save. Wait. Yes.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not-
it's 12:14. No, it's not saving.
It's not saving. No.
Uh,
I didn't know.
It must be the.
Oops. I got 2.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you want to overwrite your save?
It must be the light one, not the dark one.
Hmm.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah. Potpourri. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Eh? I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot! I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life like an adventure. Even the little things.
I like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Potpourri. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home. We're home.
Really?
Snap.
No.
What was this?
Broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and come to my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
That feels very dark.
It was happy and then it got dark.
I know, like it almost feels like suicidal at the end.
It does. Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a
she's been
whole
hanging
lot.
out with Monica.
no.
I've been really in touch with my feelings lately.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. There's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week
I think
later.
she's gonna die. Like, why is she so clumsy lately?
I wonder if this
Monica's
is one of
getting
those
in her head.
times. I don't know. I don't know. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come set it from the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah's putting it all in the poster in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't You didn't already start putting all those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it's all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask.
Oh,
I think
great.
I think that Suri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Oh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. With 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Oh, what? You're fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refuses to do this. Why is she suddenly putting on so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Whoa.
Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
That's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Potpourri liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki.
Don't let me go before Potpourri. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Potpourri lower everyone else's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write a poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be finishing the planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Potpourri, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. I think we can end it on this one. That day was really long. I wasn't expecting it to be that long.
Yeah, it was very long. We'll have to remember when we pick back up, though, I want to try doing, like, all dark selections and see if anybody does anything about it.
Yeah, okay. I'm kind of remembering some things now.
I haven't seen anything about this game.
I mean, just what we picked up on Monica, she is not normal. She's talking to us playing the game.
Yeah.
So that kind of triggered something in my brain. But I still don't remember everything.
Yeah. She's definitely not normal. Everybody else. And I think she's doing something to Sayori. Sayori's been weird. Like, she
probably
just hit her head twice.
doing something to all of them. I don't know. I really don't remember everything, but it's her talking to the player. It's familiar.
Well, actually, that kind of fits her first poem where she said she was looking out and somebody was looking in, like with a player looking
Oh my gosh, that does! Yeah, that's true.
So I think we're onto something with her.
Yeah, but we'll pick this up again sometime, hopefully soon.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I want to do it again.
We gotta see what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so curious right now.
Alright, thanks to anybody who popped in, or anybody who might watch this on YouTube or probably upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, we will. So, as always, we appreciate it. We hope you had fun.
Yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
See ya.